Hello, welcome to Yoga with Rach. Thank you very much for joining me. We're on week 1 of our Pisces Fluid Flow practice. So we're moving into the last zodiac sign of this particular year. When we get to the end of Pisces season, we'll be moving into a new astrological year, but we'll get to that in about 4 weeks' time. So we're going into a new practice. We're going into Pisces. So as I said, Pisces is the last sign and the 12th sign of the zodiac. They're represented by the fishes swimming in opposite directions. So sometimes you can feel like our head is wanting us to go in one direction, heart in another direction. So it's time to check in. Ironically, Pisces also rules over the feet, though we might not be the most grounded when we're in Pisces season, especially now at the moment this is going up. We have a few more days left of Mercury retrograde, but it's a time of slowing down, looking within, turning within, and knowing that we are what we call in astrology mutable, which is adaptable. We know change is coming. We're in the last few weeks of winter as we're going to start to move in towards spring. We can feel that happening. So we know that we know change is coming, that it's being adaptable, knowing that things are likely to change and going with the flow rather than forcing them or being stubborn as we could have been when we were in Aquarius season, because that's a fixed sign. So it's honouring that going with the flow, flexibility, fluidity, but still honouring that we're in the end of winter. So we're starting to see, like today filming this, the sun is out, it's glorious, you can feel that warmth coming in from the sun. We've got all the spring flowers coming up. But sometimes we also need to honour that withdrawal. It's almost like we need to go within and check in with ourselves before we are ready for this change happening. So we're going to go into a mudra practice for our first week. As always, for the last sort of year or so now, we've been going into a mudra. A mudra is just a hand gesture. And the one I've picked is the Kurma Mudra, so K-U-R-M-A, which is tortoise or turtle. So it's remembering that the tortoise or the turtle are creatures that can comfortably live in the water, under the water, but they also come out on land as well. So we have that adaptability. They can adapt whether they're on land or whether they're in or on the water. And like our previous mudra, we do something different with the left hand as we do with the right hand. So we're going to start with the hands around the belly. So we're going into or finding or connecting the sacral chakra. So this is the chakra to do with water. And it's all about that growth and creativity. We want the left hand, the palm, to be facing up. And we're going to just use the thumb and the index finger. So we're going to bring little finger, ring finger and middle fingers of the left hand in towards the palm. So you're using your index finger and thumb, and we're going to bring that left hand in front of the belly, around the belly button, palm is facing up. And then your right hand, you're going to use your thumb, your index finger and middle finger. So you're going to bring your ring finger and middle fingers into the palm of the hand. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to place the thumb of the right hand onto the wrist of the left hand. And then your index finger on your right hand is going to sit onto your thumb. And the middle finger on your right hand is going to sit onto your left index finger. So hopefully you can see that. So your left hand, thumb, index finger, right hand, middle finger on the index finger, and your index finger is on your thumb, and your thumb is going onto the wrist. Let the arms relax. Closing the eyes. And it's allowing and honouring this time of pratyahara, so that withdrawal of the senses, knowing that it's perfectly fine to be able to go within, like that tortoise or turtle where they can go within their shell. That's exactly what we're allowing to happen as we start our practice. That turning within. So as you hold your Kurma Mudra and turn within, just checking in, how do you feel in the mind? How do you feel in the body? How would it feel if you had the opportunity of 5 minutes, 30 minutes, half a day, a whole day, a week, to withdraw and step away from responsibilities, any stresses that are happening? What can you let go of? What needs to change to adapt and be able to go with the flow in your life? And then when you're ready, just releasing the mudra as you wiggle the fingers. Bringing the hands onto the thighs or the knees. You might have your legs crossed. You might have the knees bent with the feet on the mat. Hands might rest onto the shins. And just bringing your awareness back to your breath if the mind was wandering. We're going to move into some seated cat cows. As you inhale, draw the body forward, lift the chin, keep the shoulders rolling away from the ears. As you exhale, round through the spine, tuck the chin and tailbone under. Inhale, pull the body forward, lift the chin. And as you exhale, rounding the spine, as you pull the body back, tuck the chin to the chest. 2 more before we mix it up a bit. Inhale, lift the chin. As you pull the body forward, exhale, round the spine, chin to chest as you pull the body back. Inhale, pull the body forward, lift the chin. Exhale, pull the body back, round the spine, chin to chest. Do 2 more like that. Staying with your breath. And then this time as you inhale, pull the body forward and go across to one knee. Doesn't matter which direction you move in. As you exhale, pull the body back around the spine, go across to the other hip. Inhale, pull across to the opposite knee and all the way around again. So you're going in a spiral or circle. As you're inhaling, you're still pulling the body forward, lifting the chin. As you're exhaling, you're still pulling the body back and rounding the spine. One more full circle, just bring it notice the direction you're moving in. As you pull forward, have a little pause. And then go across to the other direction. As you exhale, pull the body back around the spine. Inhale, pull the body forward, lifting the chin. Two more. Last one. Coming all the way back round. So you might stay seated with your breath. You might be moving into a couple of other practices. So I'll put a couple on the end, probably here and here. Maybe you're going into the practice if the whole playlist sequence is up. It will be by the end of the month. But thank you very much, and I shall see you next week. Namaste.